Guys, I'm so scared. So I decided to look up. First, I tried to look up dreams where someone's kissing you and they're trying to suck or blow something into you. And I didn't find anything. It was just all regular sleep dreams. So then I looked up succubus. Normally, I've looked up succubus before because, oh my gosh, because normally, because I think I forgot what it was. Some celebrity said something because of I read the book The Entity and then all these other things that happened along the way a long time ago. And I think there was a celebrity that said that he was visited by a succubus or something like that. And I didn't know what a succubus was. I think I was in a room somewhere and somebody had that name and I looked it up. But okay, so I never seen anything about a succubus as it relates to a woman. But it just happens that when I pulled up, this is so scary, you guys. I'm still feeling the effect in my chest of where that thing, that guy, whatever, tried to blow into me. So oh my God, it's so scary. But so I looked it up, and the first thing I saw, first I saw just some regular stuff, but this is what it says. It says, what do dreams about succubus means? It may symbolize feeling violated or vulnerable. But let me show you, go back to the page I was on before, because the preview of it, the first thing that came up was this thing here. And I was like, okay, this is some fictional thing. That's not what I'm looking for. So I kept going down. It was talking about similar books. I want about books. And then it says here, meaning of dream with succubus. This is the first like actual listing. It says dream meaning of succubus. In folklore, tracing back to medieval legend, the succubus is a supernatural entity that usually appears during a phenomenon called sleep paralysis. You guys, oh my gosh, sleep paralysis is usually when you're just about to wake up and you're in between being awake and being asleep. This is when that happened because in the dream, like I said, I was hanging out with these two guys. It was some skinny little, white or Spanish, I don't know, light guy, and then there was a black guy, and they both were young. The white one was older than the other one, and we were just chilling. We were at the beach in the camper. The windows were all open and just chilling, like young people do in a dream. I guess I had to be younger because I can't imagine myself just hanging out like that now. But then I think like my hand was just thrown across him or something. And when you're young like that, you really don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're just close. Everybody's close and it doesn't really matter. And so I don't know what happened. I did something and he was appreciative of it. It touched his mind and his heart. He tried to kiss me. And oh my God. And it was like the weirdest thing because at first I was like, backing up, like, no, we're not cool like that. But then he continued on and I was like, okay, you just kind of get in the moment. And I'm just like, no, because he was getting really aggressive with it. And that's, oh my gosh. And so that's what it was. And it was a male. It was a male creature because at first it was a male, what was recognized me a male, somebody I was cool with and okay with. Then as I was saying no, he kept trying to put his lips on mine. He still kept his lips on mine. Where first it was just opening up into like where his mouth was just like all over my face. And I'm like, what? And then when I was like, no, then he realized he had to get more focused. So he put his lips directly lip to lip and tried to blow to get me to open my lips. And I would not. I was like, no. And so anyways, this is so scary, you guys. And the fact that this just popped up, maybe Google's messing with my dreams. But anyhow, it says in folklore tracing back to medieval legend, the succubus is a supernatural entity, usually appearing during the phenomenon called sleep paralysis. The incubus is the male counterpart part. So it wasn't the succubus that was trying to get me, it was the incubus. And that's where I got started looking up succubus from, because when I looked up incubus, I looked it up because there was a band called Incubus or something like that back in the day. And then that's when I saw some celebrity had something visit him in the night and have sex with him. I don't know, it's just weird. But anyhow, it's scary, you guys, because when something like that happens, it makes you not even want to have any thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That is scary. I don't need no crap like that. That is scary as fuck. And I remember when I was younger, I used to not mind dreams that were like of a sensual nature because it's like, hey, you're having a dream. It's a dream. It's not a big deal. But oh my God, when you know that what's in your dream is not a dream, like it's something different, that's scary. Okay, so I clicked on that link that I was starting to read the preview to you about. And it says, what do dreams about succubus mean? Okay, mine was about an incubus, so I probably need to specifically look up incubus. But since this was associated with the link, I'm going to click on it. And as always, I'm thirsty. Oh my God, let me get up. But, oh, whew, you're just a jigaboo. Look at my hair. But oh my goodness, that's scary. And that's sad because that is going to prevent me from getting my morning, because now I can't, because it messed me up. So, dreams about succubus means it may symbolize feeling violated or vulnerable. I do kind of, I don't feel overly violated or vulnerable in real life. I feel like people have taken or tried to take advantage. But I still feel in control in those situations because it's like I know what's going on and I will only, I know I'm aware of what's going on and it's not right, but it's not out of hand. So, so it says, what am I sitting on? This speaker is just breaking to pieces. Next, it says, it may suggest a desire to feel overtaken or dominated. Now, I do have part of my fantasies in the past have been this is going to be weird to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it because I think it's important because this is another change that's occurring in my life. Like in the past, I've always wanted to be beholden to someone. I've always wanted someone to have, someone worthy to have some authority over me. And it's because of desire to know that, there are people in this world that are in control, that are doing the right thing that you can trust, but I haven't found that. And so I've always liked to be in a position where I was under someone. I'm too old now to be that position now, but, in a position of where someone is a caretaker of me, someone is responsible over me and they're taking care of me and they're wanting to make sure that I'm pleased and I'm satisfied and I'm happy and I'm taken care of in a loving, nurturing way in every way possible. But, recently, like in the past month or so, it's changed where there's been a slow transition every now and then. I have thoughts about it, but it's changed where, and I think it come out, and I'm sorry, this is going to get a little bit adultified, but it came about when I was growing up or coming up in that stage, the face writing thing was like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm really sorry. That's a bit much. It hit me in the face when I heard the words, but no pun intended. This is just so wrong. But when I was growing up, that was not something that was big, or at least I didn't know about it. I've always been quiet, And then I remember when I was in college, that was my first experience. I had a friend girl or whatever, like I always had, that was out there, and they would basically use me to go out when they wanted to do their late night creeps with guys, so it wouldn't look bad. So they didn't have to go by themselves. They had somebody with them. And so this girl, middle of the night, she wanted to go, quote unquote, study with this guy. And she wanted me to come. And I was like, girl, I'm in my rollers and my robe. I'm really, not trying to do all that. And she was like, oh, come, you can just bring your books and study and whatever. You don't have to hang out with them or whatever like that. So I went and she hooked up with this dude, whatever, and I was like, well, I'm going to go over there and go to sleep, and so I guess the boy was looking out for his dude, and actually he's his best head I ever had, but he was like, because I was like, well, I'll go with you, but I'm going there and I'm going straight to sleep. I'm not trying to talk to nobody. I'm not trying to hook up with anybody. I'm not trying to make no friends. That's all you. I'm going to sleep. So they need to have a bed where I can go to sleep and ain't nobody trying to creep in the bed with me or whatever like that. So I talked to the guy. He was like, yeah, you can sleep in my room, blah, 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 blah. So this is really stupid. When you're young, you do stupid stuff. I just wanted her to leave me alone. So I went. Her and the other dude chilling in the living room. I was like, okay, where's the bed at? I went and got in the bed. And I went to sleep, or I started to, and then the guy came and he was just like, oh, do you need anything? And I was like, no, I'm fine, good night. And then he was like, well, I'm just going to sit on the floor here because they in the living room. So he sat on the floor of the bed. I'm not going to tell you the story. It's too graphic. But basically, that was the best I ever had. So as far as that, and that was all that I got, and I appreciate it. And I was a little bit dominating in that too, because I was just like, you disrupted me to do this. And so, you can't touch anything. This is all you do, and it was actually quite lovely. And I remember enough to be able to tell the story again if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So, and I think I was like 19. So, but anyhow, and it was a great experience, by the way. I don't regret any of that. But so funny. That was great. Now, okay, memories. I gotta bring myself back to current, to my fuddy duddy old lady self. So, okay, about this the topic was my transformation from me being the submissive person, wanting to have someone that took care of me and to be able to nurture me and pleasure me and whatever. It's like, I think because I got a little bit, I never actually acted these things out, but I got a little bit of aggression in me. Like, probably a hint of it probably showed up in the past year or so. And I remember coming in contact with dudes that, like, and just some various chat and things like that, where they were former correctional